Yes, the rumors are true. Kroy Biermann allegedly went straight to the wife of Kim Zolciak's new boyfriend to warn her. We have the brand new court filing right here. And according to the motion filed by Kim's team on October 21, 2025, Kroy admitted in a deposition to contacting this woman. The expectation? This is just messy, petty, jealous ex behavior. We see it all the time. The common belief is that Kroy is just bitter and trying to blow up Kim's new life as revenge for their toxic split. But the reality is so much deeper. This isn't just petty drama. It's a calculated legal and financial maneuver. This single act is a weapon in a much larger war, and it's not the war you think you're watching. The receipts, the filings, and the PR motives tell a completely different story. You clicked on this video expecting to find out what Kroy said, but the real questions are, why did he specifically target the wife of this new man? How did this warning even become public? And what does it really mean for their brutal custody battle and their mountain of debt? I promise you, by the end of this video, you will understand this entire divorce differently. We've pulled the motions, we've mapped the timeline, and we've analyzed the legal jargon. The expectation is messy drama. The reality is a cold, strategic, three-dimensional chess game for custody and cash. So what exactly did Kroy say, and why is Kim's team calling it tortious interference? The expectation is that he sent a simple text like, "Hey, your man is cheating." The reality is far more specific, and according to Kim's lawyers, far more damaging. According to the motion, Kroy didn't just warn this woman about a potential affair. He allegedly gave her a full financial breakdown of what it's like to be with Kim Zolciak. The filing claims Kroy warned her that Kim had a gambling problem and significant financial issues. He was, in effect, handing this woman a dossier on his ex-wife, painting her as a financial black hole who would ruin her new partner. This is where the legal jargon comes in. Kim's lawyers are framing this as harassment and, most importantly, tortious interference with business relations. Now, that sounds complicated, but an entertainment lawyer we spoke to broke it down simply. It's a legal claim that Kroy intentionally and improperly interfered with Kim's ability to maintain a relationship, which in her case could be argued as a business or financial relationship if her new partner was supporting her. Kim's team argues Kroy did this with malice, specifically to harass and disparage her. They claim this action proves Kroy's unstable and obsessed, and they are demanding the court force Kroy to turn over all his text messages, emails, and phone records related to this woman and her husband. They want the receipts to prove their case. The payout here is realizing this isn't just a warning. It's an alleged character assassination attempt that Kim's team has now turned into a legal weapon to paint Kroy as the villain. But as we're about to see, Kroy has a very different and much more shocking reason for doing this. This brings us to the most shocking part of the story, the real reason Kroy allegedly made that call. This is the move that should be hitting you right around the 3-minute mark, and it changes everything. The expectation is that Kroy did this out of jealousy. He sees Kim moving on, and he wants to ruin it. But the reality, according to Kroy's legal strategy, is that this has nothing to do with jealousy and everything to do with their children. Kroy's entire legal case for gaining primary custody and child support from Kim has centered on one argument: that Kim is an unfit mother because of her alleged gambling addiction and financial recklessness. We've seen this in filings going back over a year. Remember the documents from 2024 where Kroy's team claimed Kim spent vast sums of money on gambling, leaving them unable to pay for their home? This new warning wasn't for Kim's new man or his wife. It was for the judge. By contacting this woman and warning her about Kim's alleged gambling problem, Kroy is creating a new piece of evidence. He's demonstrating a pattern of behavior. His lawyers can now argue, "Your Honor, this isn't a one-time thing. My client is so concerned about Kim's destructive patterns that he felt a moral duty to warn this new family." He's trying to show the court that Kim's alleged problems are so severe they follow her into every new relationship, putting new people at financial risk. And if she's a risk to adults, Kroy's team argues she's an even bigger risk to her own children. This act transforms from petty harassment to a calculated exhibit for his custody case. The payout here is understanding this was never about the new boyfriend. It was about proving to a judge that Kim is a reckless and unstable parent, and he's the only one stable enough to protect the kids. It's a brutal move, and it's designed to win him custody. But this leads to a huge question. If this move was so strategic for Kroy, how did we all find out about it? Why would Kim's team be the ones to make it public? This is where the PR war comes in. The expectation is that this was a leak, that a source close to the case told a gossip site. The reality was this was a strategic document dump by Kim Zolciak's own legal team. They are the ones who filed the motion on October 21st, 2025. They knew without a doubt that filing this motion would make it a public record, and that celebrity news outlets would immediately pick it up. They wanted this story out. A PR strategist explains this is a classic poison the well tactic. Kim's team knows Kroy is building this unfit mother narrative, so how do you counter it? You don't argue the facts, you attack the messenger. By filing this motion, Kim's team preemptively frames Kroy's warning not as a concerned parent, but as a harassing and obsessed ex. They are telling the public, look at this unhinged man. He's so desperate he's contacting the wives of his new friends. This filing is a press release disguised as a legal document. It's designed to win in the court of public opinion, hoping that public pressure will influence the judge. The payout here is realizing that Kim leaked this information about herself. She is sacrificing the short-term embarrassment of the gambling warning story in order to execute a long-term strategy of painting Kroy as the harasser. It's a high-risk, high-reward PR move. Now let's talk about who Kroy contacted, because the context makes this even messier. The expectation is that Kim is just dating some new single guy, but the reporting around this story adds a layer that explains the wife part of the equation. According to reports from several outlets, Kim's new partner is allegedly a military man, and crucially, at the time Kroy contacted his wife, this man was allegedly still married. This single detail completely reframes the narrative. Is Kroy a harasser, as Kim's team claims, or is he a spouse-to-spouse informant warning a woman that her husband is cheating with a financially reckless celebrity? This makes Kroy's actions look, to some, much more justifiable. It also makes Kim's new relationship look incredibly messy, which, again, feeds right back into Kroy's custody case. He can argue that Kim is not only financially unstable, but is also making poor personal choices, like engaging with a married man and creating a chaotic environment for their children. The payout here is that the new man isn't just some random guy. He and his wife are a key part of the drama, and the fact that he was allegedly married is a detail neither side wants to talk about openly, but it's the entire reason Kroy had a wife to contact. Ultimately, like every other fight in this divorce, this all comes back to one thing: money. The expectation is that this is a fight about love, betrayal, and custody. The reality is that it's a war over who is going to pay for the financial disaster they created together. Let's not forget the backdrop to all this: the looming foreclosure on their multi-million-dollar mansion and the massive IRS tax liens reportedly totaling over $1 million. Both Kim and Kroy are in a desperate financial situation. Kroy is using the gambling problem warning as part of his larger case to argue that he shouldn't have to pay her spousal support. In fact, he's arguing she should pay him child support. His argument is she gambled away all their money, so she is the one responsible for their financial ruin. Why should he pay for her recklessness? On the other side, Kim's team is using this harassment filing to argue the opposite. By filing for tortious interference, she's building a case that Kroy is actively preventing her from moving on and finding financial stability. She's essentially saying, how can I earn money or find a new partner to support me when my ex-husband is actively sabotaging my new relationships and telling everyone I'm a financial risk? She's trying to prove that he is the one costing her money. The payout is the simple, cold truth. This isn't a soap opera. It's a bankruptcy proceeding disguised as a divorce. The warning, the harassment, the custody claims, they are all just legal tools being used by two people who are broke and fighting over who gets stuck with the bill. So let's recap the reality. The expectation was that Kroy was a petty ex. The reality is that he's a calculated legal fighter using this warning to build his custody case, arguing Kim is an unfit mother. We learned that this information only became public because Kim's own team filed a motion, strategically leaking the story before he could use it against her in court. And we learned that this entire drama, from the gambling problem to the harassment claims, is really just a desperate, high-stakes battle over money, with both sides are trying to prove the other is financially responsible for their million-dollar collapse. The biggest insider takeaway is this. This is no longer a he said, she said. This is a document war. Every filing, every motion, and every leak is a press release meant to win over the public and the judge. The warning wasn't the end of a fight. It was the first shot in a brand new battle. And if you think this strategic mess is wild, you need to understand the playbook. This is just one chapter in a much larger celebrity story. The only way to see the full pattern is by watching our Fresh Celebrity Tea playlist. Click here next and we'll show you the other stars who have used these exact same tactics.